I just got my hands on
one of the world's most satisfying markers.
So
Let's draw a dragon fruit. Wait a minute, where did this come from? Let's get started.
But before drawing a dragon fruit, I have to have a plan. See what I'm going to draw. So first, what do I draw with the dragon fruit? Like a character? Can I transform it into character? Then I will be making a color swatch for the colors that I will be using in this video. And then the grand finale, the final drawing. And there I was thinking of what to draw with the dragon fruit. Red Eagle Art, draw actual dragon fruit themed dragon. Yo, that's actually a good idea. Let's try it out. Wait a minute. Did this dragon fruit actually talk to me? Or am I starting to imagine things now? But anyways, I got straight into sketching the design. Not only Arrtx sent me these markers, but they also sent me the Arrtx A4 sketchbook. And I really liked it because it has a hardcover and because it has 60 terabyte pages. It has a small storage component where you can store some of your art pieces and easily take them out when you need them. And it has an exposed spine binding and thick 180-gram paper. It's a versatile companion for any artist. Alright, now it's time to move on to the second plan, where I swatch the colors for the artwork I will be drawing. I went ahead and selected carefully the colors that matched a dragon fruit theme. This step is probably the most crucial part because you want to see which colors you want to select, and some colors might be darker than what is actually on the marker cap, so you want to select them carefully. Before we move on to our coloring, let me tell you about these markers. This is the arrtxsimptap acrylic marker 48 color set. It features a unique top valve action for a durable and flexible 1.6mm nylon brush tip. These markers are pumped action, so you have to prep them by shaking the marker, then pressing on the valve on top 4 or 5 times. Don't do it excessively. Shaking them and then using them, making it perfect for variable line width. And also, did I mention that the ink is water-based, quick drying, and provides vibrant, waterproof coverage on various surfaces. Let's start prepping up our markers and start coloring in our drawing. Alright, so let's begin by coloring in the main parts of the dragon. So I started off with a pink maroon color to actually match the fruit outside skin. This gives us the soft, fresh tone you see on a real dragon fruit. So with the coloring technique that I'm using here is these sort of small brush strokes. Instead of just going ahead and coloring straight away with straight lines and filling in the gaps, I'm going to be going extra and really take my time while I go and color in the design. And now you can see that I'm going over with a darker maroon color to give it some depth in the drawing. Next up, let's switch to the light yellow and beige tones. When you really closely look at a dragon fruit, you can notice that it has some nice transition going in between the warm colors to a more lighter, cool color tones. Like specifically, I'm talking about going from a magenta to a green tone with the leaves on top of them. With these markers, I also want to note that it's hard layering color on top of another color, and if you don't want to make your colors transition or blend a lot, this marker is perfect for that job because they're really opaque, and compared to other marker brands, they are more opaque, making it easy to color on top of a different color and fixing your own mistakes after a few coats of paint. Once you have finished using these markers, make sure to put on the lids properly so they don't dry out. And also, for the second time you're using these markers, or the third time, whenever you're using the markers again, just make sure to have like a paper beside you. Make sure the ink is not flowing too much, and make sure to not over excessively shake it, and don't press on the valve too much. Just press on it if you feel like the ink is not completely coming out. Oh wait, before I forget, don't forget to check the description down below to find a coupon to use on your next purchase when buying Arrtx markers. The green parts of the drawings represent the leafy tips on a real dragon fruit. To replicate this leafy texture, I'm adding some nice brush strokes. And now it's time to draw in the tree of a real dragon fruit. And I made sure that it wraps around to give it that nice aesthetic vibe that it's kind of like swirling or like floating right around the dragon. Overall, there are amazing markers. I recommend to anyone who wants to get started in acrylic marker drawings. The wide color range of these markers help me layer and blend seamlessly. Now it's time to draw inside of a real dragon fruit, and I'm using it to draw in front of the dragon, the chest. And for this, I'm using some sort of light gray tones to replicate the same feel that is inside of a real dragon fruit. Make sure to stay until the end of the video to let me know what part of the video was your favorite. Did you like how the drawing turned out? But anyways, now it's time for my favorite part, highlighting with the amazing line art. Now the reason I wanted to highlight this dragon was because I wanted to give it this nice nostalgic cartoon vibe to it. I didn't really want to draw in some surreal or realism type of style, and I went for this cartoon type of style. And as you can see, I'm adding the small seeds that you see inside of a dragon fruit, and that part really brings everything together and makes the design pop. This line art, I made sure to really take my time, and I really enjoyed using this brush tip because you can play with your width of your lines and give it some different aspect to your drawing. And of course, like always, before I finish, what is a drawing without adding your own custom signature on the drawing? And a huge thank you to Arrtx for sponsoring this video. And here are the amazing results. And like always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment down below what video you want to see next. And go check out this video as well, or check out Arrtx markers on screen. And also, don't forget to stay fresh.